Voila, 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 voila. Today recording is in reaction to, let me just start by saying that I don't have no bumper music that I can go download out there to use for my podcast. So I'm going to try and introduce a bumper music that I'm going to be using. As I go along with the program, I'm going to be introducing different bumper music as I go along. The one I have today is A Bindi, Away Bindi, Away Bindi Ragbonu Yomeo, Ragbonu Yomeo, Awumio Yanari Ragbebo, Oyane Seleke. In translation, for those who are not from Benin, it means that you go abroad and is suffering. That's why in the last podcast that I recorded, I said those people who are at the Niger Watch, who are in the diaspora, especially some of them who may have got caught into criticizing their own system back there, who can no longer go back there because when they go back there, they are maltreated. It shouldn't have been like that, unless if you really do what you call something that breaches the national security of a nation, which we don't even have a national security in Nigeria. Nigeria is not secured. You can even compare it to maybe other countries of the world, like in the United States of America. United States of America is secure because if somebody like me, generally speaking, if I just go out there right now and commit what you call a minor infraction, they will catch me. But in Nigeria, if you commit a minor infraction, nobody will even get you. So what it's saying is that everybody, away by day, away by day, like one of you, like one of you. So that's my bumper music to start today's issue. And I want to drop another bumper innuendos in there, like aye boy gaga, omigele mingele, say na tobo yao, omigele mingele, bash. Obiyadema, I am a comrade. I'm saying that because I want to be able to start attracting those people who are comrades, who went into what they call the Nigerian historically black universities in Nigeria, who were fortunate to have been part of the Kegite, which was supposed to be a fraternity that was challenging the orthodoxy of those who enslaved us. I'm going to kind of stop there because I'm inviting those fellows who may have been inside Nigeria or who may have been abroad too. So I'm calling you guys to help me with what I am going to be doing. Excuse me. One of the most important thing I want to be able to say in this podcast today is about how there are cold-heartedness of some of the 88 billion people that's currently on earth. It is recorded that, I made this up, that is about 400 million people who are in flux. When you come to, they are not part of the place where they came from, whether they are out of the country or where they come from, or it doesn't matter. There's about 400 million people who are in flux. So when you go to this bill that the Republicans are getting ready to twist the arms of the 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 Democratic Party to pass a bill. That bill itself is anti-human. To be able to do that, you have to have what you call a long-term agenda carried from back to primordial time of when women, people of African descent, the science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics, or with special preference to, when I say women, I'm also put it in the parentheses, the LGBT are part of my heart, because in the LGBT, which is the direction where the world is going, that the same party doesn't want that to happen. It is what it is. It is what it is. I'm putting in parentheses because there are women out there who are sitting out there and they are sitting and saying, okay, they are women in biological formation, but they are men in color and inside. There are women who are also out there who have a biological formation of a woman, and there are men in formation too. So I'm putting in parentheses the LGBT, which I believe that the Republican Party doesn't want them to exist anyway. But I'm of the opinion that we can't go there. We need to give what you call credence to the way things are going. It could be laissez-faire. So let me stop there. So when I take, let me explain that immigration issue again. I want to go back in there. The way I'm going back in there, I'm going back to the point where I'm saying, okay, when I was little, after my late mother sent me to go and hang out with the sister because she felt I was not having no filter one way or the other. And as I make my way back home, I did find out that the smartest people on this planet Earth are the Igbos. They are. That's the reason why you see them aligning with the Jewish, because there was a time in the history of 200 years ago where the Jews itself did travel far and wide, and they became they had their eyes fixated on money, and they became very, very, very wealthy. So that put down there is the same thing with the Igbos. The Igbos may have, and it is true, that as time when I was young, they will come into we consider them from people from the southeast, on the Middle East, or the southwest. Those are three southern area. They will come to a place like Benin and come and do some job that you don't expect them to come and do, like typing rubber. So at the time they will come in, we did have a mud house that they will come and shack into. But it did happen too that they would rent one room and more than 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 of them might be in the room. And my mother questions them, and I told my mom to back up because I didn't even know that I was going to become a victim of being called somebody from SHIRT country, or being told that if you come in here to come and stay, they're not going to go back, or to come in that and tell you that you are poisoning the blood of the system, when we know, and we do know, that there is a credit given to a country like the United States, who will say that one way or the other, we are an immigrant country, and the Republican parties, and I'm going on the record of that, they are having an agenda dated back to primordial time, which they may have been successful to throw women, LGBT, science, technology, and mathematics under the bus. And they want to go back there now. As they speak, they are going to the border and they are telling the warm-hearted administration to be anti-human, because they were anti-human the last time. The last guy even went into that direction. The point I'm making is that as warm-hearted as my mother was, as soon as she was, She was the most conservative woman that has ever lived this planet Earth. For me to have differed with her then was an indication that there is need to believe that we cannot continue the way we are continuing. For example, when I take that immigration issue up, which is what what they are saying that I mean, the other guy put a lot of the other guy put a lot of children in the cage, and they are now saying that they want to block the border without paying no mind to those who they consider to be not. They say that they are illegal. You guys are illegal. The one that is illegal to this world. You Republicans are the illegal people, not those people who are coming from those people who are coming from the border over there. They're coming in because you guys are manipulating them to come and start washing your dishes, bossing table, your crops, building your houses, and on the long run, you send that message to them and tell them to come here. Now that they are coming in, because those people themselves they don't know what is killing them. Because if you loot the whole South America and put them into America, who is going to win on the long run? It's going to be America, because I mean, I'm out there and I've seen that. There is even the president even said that they are here to do the work that we don't want to do. He's saying that was kind of gullible, because I believe that doing what people don't want to do is